What's up, everyone? It's Postmates Paul. Today I'm going to talk about age-restricted items on the Postmates Fleet app and when you should not ID people. Let's talk about it. So the reason I'm actually bringing this up is because a Reddit user by the name of Once2Thrice4 actually posted this comment. I picked up a prepaid order from a smoke shop for Juul pods, but the app didn't ask me to verify ID. The customer looked at least 40, so I wasn't particularly concerned about them being underage, but I thought it was strange there was no prompt to scan their ID. What do you usually do in a situation like this? I feel weird asking to take a picture of their ID outside the app. Like, if I were the customer, I wouldn't want some random driver having a picture of my ID on their phone. I don't mean scanning on the app, but actually keeping a safe pic. Is the item just not flagged as 21 plus on the platform, or could a customer verify their age prior to delivery now? I've seen this happen with pay when you arrive merchants, but never on a prepaid order for a partner merchant. So what that essentially means is, and I've been through this experience before, it says to go and get a pack of cigarettes, or most often than not, Juul pods seem to be the go-to. It happens to me a lot at Chevron gas stations, and gas stations in general. Oftentimes, it'll be a prepaid order or a order when you arrive order, and it'll be for Juul pods. And an experience that I actually had one time was I went and arrived at the Chevron gas station. I got the mint Juul pods, and when I arrived to the person's home, the customer's home, to drop it off, the kid looked like Short Round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. He was like 13 or 14. He had braces. He was like super young. In his driveway was a brand new Range Rover, like a $100,000 car. And they were skateboarding on like a little homemade skateboard ramp, like a skateboard rail or whatever. So I asked for his ID just because there was something weird about this. And he was like, I order all the time that I never get asked for an ID. And it was at that time that I realized that this kid knew there was a loophole, that you can go onto the Postmates app, do a custom order for these gas stations for Juul pods, and it doesn't, the app doesn't recognize that it's a restricted item, and it just tells you to go pick it up. So, you know, I said, hey, yeah, I'm sorry, you know, if the other drivers didn't ID you before, I need to see your ID. Now, I'm not trying to scan with the app the ID, I just want to verify it. Like, if you were selling cigarettes at a gas station or a liquor store, you would have to see the ID. And the kid was like, honestly, and he got real defensive. He goes, I always do this. He goes, I normally would just go there myself to get it, but I'm so lazy right now. And I was like, yeah, but if you go there, they're going to ask for your ID. And he goes, well, my buddy's got an ID. And he like runs inside the house and he comes out like 2 minutes later. Now, meanwhile, I hit nobody available, because in this situation, there really is no button to hit, like no ID or anything like that. So the clock was ticking. He came back out and he goes, my buddy's in the shower right now. He can't give me his ID. And I was like, okay, well, I can only be here for so long and then I have to go. And he was like, what? You're not going to give me the thing? And I was like, no, we're not supposed to give you this if you don't give us an ID. Typically, I don't always ID. The poster on Reddit, Once2Thrice4, he was pretty accurate when he said, yeah, if you look 40, I'm not going to card you. I tend to adopt the whole like liquor store mentality. If you look under 35, we're gonna ask for your ID. Now, this is where I actually got like really upset, because I knew what was gonna happen once I hit nobody available. Being that it was a Juul pod and it was like, they're like really expensive. They're like 30 or 40 bucks. I had to take it back. And it wasn't like a short trip back. I had to take it like 10 miles back, because this kid ordered far away, because he knew this was one of those loopholes that he can get away with. So there is a loophole in the system with gas stations. Typically, if the app does not ask to verify age, if they look over 35, I have no problem just handing it over. If they look under 35, I just verify their age real quick, make sure they were born in the last 21 years. It's age 21 here in California to smoke tobacco. I know a lot of other states are like that as well. And when you do return the Juul pods, you do get like a return fee. It's not much. I don't remember what they gave me. It was like a couple bucks to take it back. So, you know, that delivery ended up being a wash for me, because for me to drive the 10 miles there and then 10 miles back, whatever it was, you know, $7 or $8 or whatever I got for it, it really wasn't worth my time. But, you know, at least I have a clean conscience knowing that I'm not giving tobacco to a minor, because you know, I don't want to contribute to the delinquency of a minor. Just because the app doesn't tell me to do something doesn't mean I don't have morals and, you know, a conscience. So yeah, I mean, I'd recommend checking the ID if they look under 35. Don't take a picture of their ID. Don't do anything weird like that. And, you know, if you got to bite the bullet and take it back, well, that'll discourage that kid from doing it next time. So, you know, because now he's going to have to go back. And also, I made it a point to make a case because I basically hit nobody available even though the kid was there. And in the case notes, I basically put, hey, this kid was a minor. He had no ID. You know, I'm very sorry, blah, blah, blah. And Postmates can figure it out on their end, but I'm basically covering my butt so they don't ding me, you know? So always keep them posted on a case note if something weird like that happens and it's outside the Postmates rule book. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of Postmates content, news, discussions, how-tos, and I really want to grow this channel. We're getting close to that 100 subscriber mark, so I want to push it to 100 and get that really quick with this video. Make sure you like it, hit the notification bell so you never miss my video in your feed, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Do you want to start driving and making money with Postmates? Then go ahead and use this code right here and complete 80 orders within 30 days in the Los Angeles area. You need to do this by March 31st, 2019, and if it's already past that date, we'll check one of my newer videos and you'll find a newer code. Complete these 80 orders and you're going to be guaranteed $1,000. It's pretty sweet, right? Alright, get signed up with this code and I'll see you on the road.